Question 4, Mr. Dennis Leung. President, it is learned that the cleaning of carriageways and maintenance of drainage channels, etc., are currently the responsibility of departments such as the Highways Department, the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department, and the Drainage Services Department, as well as outsourced contractors. There are views pointing out that the relevant departments or contractors have failed to timely adjust their carriageway cleaning and maintenance strategies in response to seasonal adverse weather conditions such as the typhoon season, rainy season, and deciduous season. Furthermore, coordination between departments leaves room for improvement. In this connection, the government informed this council, 1, of the resources, including the manpower involved in cleaning frequency allocated by the authorities each year over the past 5 years for the cleaning of carriageways and the respective numbers of complaints received regarding the accumulation of litter, fallen leaves, and gravel on carriageways. 2, of the number of outsourced contractors currently involved in the cleaning of carriageways and the respective number and proportion of roads for which the relevant departments and the outsourced contractors are responsible, how the division of responsibilities between the government and outsourced contractors is coordinated, and 3, of the measures taken by the authorities to monitor carriageways and prevent litter such as fallen leaves and gravel from blocking the drainage channels of the carriageways so as to ensure that such litter is cleaned in a timely manner and to reduce the risk of flooding caused by blocked drainage channels. Secretary for Transport and Logistics. President, the government attaches great importance to the cleansing, maintenance, and flood prevention of carriageways. Various departments have been adopting the strategy of active prevention, swift response, and technology empowerment, sparing every effort to prevent the blockage of drains on carriageways and mitigate flooding risks, and operating on the principle of active prevention, swift response, and speeding recovery. We also understand that with the continuous expansion of our road network to perform maintenance work well, we must make good use of technology with a view to strengthening inspection, monitoring, and early warning. This will enable us to take preventive measures as far as possible. In consultation with the relevant departments, my reply to the member's question is as follows. Regarding Part 1 and 2, there's always been a clear division of labor and close cooperation among government departments on the cleansing and maintenance of carriageways. In general, the Highways Department is responsible for daily cleansing of high-speed roads as well as clearing gullies and connection pipes. The FEHD is responsible for cleansing general carriageways as well as clearing the associated roadside drains and gullies, and the DSD is responsible for the maintenance of branch and main drains. At the same time, various tree management departments regularly inspect and prune trees and other vegetation under their purview to reduce the risk of fallen leaves blocking drains. To strengthen interdepartmental cooperation, the Highways Department has established a regular high-level interdepartmental coordination mechanism chaired by deputy director-level officers with the FHD and DSD respectively to make comprehensive deployments for responding to the rainy season and extreme weather, ensuring that all departments perform their respective duties, interface smoothly, and take prompt actions. For high-speed roads, approximately 280 km territory-wide, the Highways Department engages road maintenance contracts under 2 contracts, providing a total of 23 road sweeper fleets and litter-picking teams responsible for the routine maintenance and cleansing of high-speed roads in Hong Kong. Routine cleansing of the high-speed roads is conducted once a day. The general carriageways, approximately 1,990 km territory-wide, the FHD currently engages 5 contractors providing a total of 27 mechanical sweepers for the cleansing of carriageways. The cleansing frequency of road sections depends on actual conditions, ranging from 1 to 7 times per week. Both the Highways Department and the FHD have stipulated strict monitoring mechanism in place to oversee the service performance of contractors through methods such as inspections, viewing work records, and surprise checks. If the service requirements are not met, the Highways Department and the FHD will take appropriate follow-up action in accordance with the contracts and established mechanisms, including issuing verbal or written warnings, as well as issuing default notices and deducting contract payments. Over the past 5 years, that is from 2021 to 25, the Highways Department received a total of approximately 762 complaints or public reports regarding the need to clear waste, fallen leaves, sand, and gravel within high-speed road boundaries. 3. Government departments have always upheld the team spirit of seamless cooperation and constant readiness to ensure the safety of carriageways. In terms of active prevention, the FHD, based on the list of flood-prone locations provided by the DSD and the Highways Department, increases the frequency of sweeping carriageways and clearing road gullies from once every 2 to 4 weeks to at least once a week. Prior to the typhoon season each year, the Highways Department arranges its contractors to inspect in advance the drainage facilities of high-risk roads and structures, as well as the pumping facilities in road tunnels under its purview. In response to climate change, the Highways Department has not only installed additional road gullies at flood-prone locations, but also updated the guidance note on road pavement drainage design in 2023 to optimize the spacing of road gullies of carriageways. For instance, the spacing between road gullies have been reduced in flood-prone locations, thereby accommodating higher rainfall and increasing road drainage capacity. Various tree management departments also conduct risk assessment and inspections of trees in high-risk areas with high pedestrian and vehicular traffic, and prune or remove trees early to reduce the risk of fallen leaves blocking drains from the source. In addition, if the Highways Department discovers during routine inspections that any vegetation that may obstruct the view of road users, the Highways Department will arrange for its contractors to prune it as soon as possible, regardless of whether the vegetation falls under their purview. In terms of swift response, the DSD maintains close communication with the Hong Kong Observatory to implement just-in-time clearance arrangement. The DSD has identified around 240 locations across the territory which are prone to flooding due to blockages. About 160 of them are located alongside streets and highways. When the Hong Kong Observatory forecasts that heavy rain is imminent, the DSD pre-deployed an emergency response team to the relevant locations for inspection and clearance. When the Hong Kong O issues amber or red rainstorm warning signal, the Highways Department immediately mobilized approximately 40 teams of drainage guns, comprising about 120 people, to inspect and clear road gullies and connection pipes at around 300 flood-prone locations. Up to 200 emergency response teams of the DSD are also on standby to handle flooding cases. Furthermore, the Emergency Control Centers, ECC, established respectively by the two departments, operate continuously during adverse weather, notifying each other of requests for assistance and playing a critical role in high-level coordination, comprehensive emergency response, and safeguarding public safety. Regarding of the location or nature of the incident and irrespective of whether the road section is normally under the purview of other departments, both the departments uphold public safety as their primary principle. In terms of technology empowerment, the Highways Department has implemented early warning and flood prevention measures on several major roads with higher risk of flooding. These measures include installing CCTV system sensors and various flood prevention facilities. Once the water level exceeds the preset limits, the system immediately sent SMS alerts allowing the staff to visually assess the real-time conditions. At the same time, the DSD has developed the AI flood monitoring system and adopted flood monitoring devices to assist in rapid handling of flooding incidents. If severe flooding occurs on carriageways, powerful pumping robots will also be deployed. The ECCs of various departments achieve highly efficient coordination through interconnected information platforms. The ECCs of the Highways Department also maintain close contact with Security Bureau of the Hong Kong O, the Police, Fire Services Department, Transport Department, DSD, CEDD, transmitting real-time information to all departments through information platform to support handling of emergency incidents. Thank you. Mr. Dennis LEUNG. Thank you, President. The Secretary said that cleansing of high-speed road is conducted once every day. But there are many fallen leaves and gravels at high-speed roads all the time, and there's mud at the drainage. There's also tall vegetation that is as tall as 1 meter at carriageways. The administration said that they may issue verbal or written warnings as well as issue default notices, deduct contract payments from contractors if they underperform. But no data has been provided by the Secretary in the reply. I wonder if the mechanism is effective, or is it the case that the civil servants never conduct inspections at site? Or the both is true? Secretary. I thank Mr. Leung for the follow-up question. We have contractors and dedicated teams to clean the high-speed roads. The department regularly conduct on-site inspection or surprise check. In 2025, the Highways Department have issued 5 written warnings with regards to contractors not meeting the standards. The Highways Department also issued 90 default notices to 2 different contractors. Ms. Jeannie Man, President, major trunk roads in the town or urban area are of great concern because when incidents happen, many drivers are affected. But very little attention is paid to hillside roads. There's mud, there's fallen leaves at hillside road. I wonder what is the frequency of cleansing and the inspection. Secretary. There are 2 parts to road cleansing work. First, we work on high-speed roads as well as general carriageways. The Highways Department and the FHD are responsible for them. If slopes or other road conditions are involved with hillside roads, the 2 departments will work together. The Highways Department and the FHD every half-year meet once at the deputy director level, and in April 2026, a meeting has been convened. We are concerned about the cases reported. We hope that the 2 departments will cooperate seamlessly. If assistance is required, we send civil servants from other departments to help out. Mr. Lam Wai-kong, thank you. I am concerned about whether cleansing workers' equipment is enough to protect their safety, especially after adverse weather. Our workers need to clean gravels, carriageways. They need to clean out the fallen leaves. Sometimes they have to work during high vehicular road traffic situation. I wonder if the administration have looked into whether any risk assessment have been conducted. After adverse weather condition, do we have enough signage at the roadside to ensure the safety of cleaning workers? Secretary, I thank the member for his concern about the safety of cleansing workers. Apart from road safety, we'll also make sure that our workers are safe. After adverse weather conditions, for example, during amber and red rainstorm warning signal is hoisted, we have to cope with many emergency incidents. Apart from cleansing workers, we do have teams of emergency response. They are equipped with dedicated robotics to handle emergency. The Highways Department wanted to make sure that workers sent out during adverse weather is safe. They also deploy vehicles with arrows and LED lights to make sure that workers are protected. We also inform the police and FSD to make sure that the safety measures are in place. We've seen tragedies happening. We have worked with the LegCo and trade unions, and hopefully we can enhance protection of workers. Mr. Chan Pok-chi, thank you. I hope that the Secretary will further explain how we empower the work of department with technology. How are they monitoring the work of the departments? Let me talk about how we empower workers and departments with technology. The DXD have developed some hydraulic model. They have made use of artificial intelligence to prevent flooding given the rainstorm volume forecast. This is how we can prepare in advance. Sometimes a later block the drainage, and that's why we have flooding. We do have a hydraulic system We have 300 sensors at different districts, and we also have 100 flood monitoring devices. These will allow us to detect if there is flooding. At some pilot locations, we are using the CCTVs of the police coupled with ours, make use of artificial intelligence to see if there's flooding based on the water level at various locations. We prepare in advance, and we also respond to emergencies making use of technology. So even when there's flooding, we can address it usually within 1 to 2 hours these days. Mr. Aaron Bok, thank you. The cleansing of high-speed roads is responsible by the Highways Department. We see sweeper fleets, but they move very slowly, and they're followed with vehicle with lights. I think that this poses danger to road users. On the internet, I see new road sweeper fleets on the mainland, and they can move at the speed of 80 km per hour. And they also clean the road very effectively. Those sweeper fleets can even pick up tires abandoned on the road. I wonder if the administration will consider procuring such sweeper fleets. Secretary, thank you. I thank Mr. Bok for his suggestion. Just now, the Undersecretary for Development talked about how we make use of technology. For Highways Department on cleansing, detection, and maintenance has been looking into using more technology and AI. For the high-speed road sweeper fleets the member mentioned, they have to be equipped with safety equipment. Anything that can enhance our efficiency and safety, we will look into it. At the same time, we have to have regards to our road conditions and the road users. So apart from the road sweeper fleets themselves, we also need to deploy the aero car. We're going to put more devices to the aero car that we have so that drivers will pay extra attention to road sweeper fleets. Mr. Hong, come in. Thank you, President. Typhoon season is around the corner. Every time after typhoon, we see fallen trees at roadside. I wonder how the administration speed up the removal of fallen trees. Very often, we mobilize community care team to help clean out the trees, but they are not professional tree removers. So I think that it could be dangerous if we ask them to remove the fallen trees. Secretary. This is a challenge that we faced after extreme weather and typhoon. A few years ago, we experienced a super typhoon. Afterwards, we saw fallen trees everywhere. After experiencing these super typhoons, the Highways Department, the DSD, the Fire Services Department, and the FVHD have been looking into ways in increasing the number of emergency response teams that we have. We seek central coordination, and in last year's typhoon season, we had a few black rainstorm warning signal hoisted. We were at the time able to mobilize manpower that shared information with the community care team to resolve issues early. I thank the community care team for their support. They collected complaints from people and passed them on to us. The Fire Services Department and Highways Department have professional equipment and personnel. They were able to prune and remove fallen trees in a very speedy manner. Afterwards, we have cleansing team to clear them out. We have to also make sure that the community care team members are safe. In the future, we will continue to plan ahead and respond swiftly. Ms. Christine Fong. Thank you. The secretary said that they engaged 2 contracts for 280 km. For 1,990 km, they engaged 5 contractors. I wonder if the government will consider introducing smart equipment so that as soon as gravels and tree branches that are too long are detected, we can immediately send signals or alert to the contractors so that they prune the trees and remove the gravels immediately. For the deputy director level officer meeting, I wonder if it can be convened more frequently. Secretary, as a driver, I understand that the gravels and fallen leaves may obstruct drivers' sightline, and I am also concerned about it. In response to Ms. Fong's questions, well, first of all, every half year, deputy directors of the Highways Department and the FHD chair a high-level interdepartmental coordination meeting. The 2 departments, including the DSD, communicate on a daily basis. We will look into whether we will hold the meeting more frequently. Now, on detection of gravels and fallen trees with technology, the Highways Department already have a 3R system to detect fallen trees and gravels. We may look into increasing the functions of our existing system. We will look into any measures that can enhance our efficiency.
Question number 5, Dr. Webb.